Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Lorraine 155mm51, the Tier 8 French SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Kharkov, and this one is under the command of General Anonymous. Now, the 155-51, designed in 1951, has a 155mm howitzer, and it's capable of doing 750 alpha, penetrating 45mm of armour, and it's got a burst radius of 8 meters. Well, the game started and he's decided he's going to go off to the west side of the map. Now, some players like to go to the east side, sit in the park and shoot at the enemy heavies as they make their way into town, but General Anonymous has decided he's going to go out to the field because from here he'll get good shots on the enemy mediums as they try to come down the west side. Now, this Arty is designed from the Lorraine 40-ton tank. As you can see, it's got quite a distinctive design that you've seen before on the Lorraine 40-ton. Never got built because, well, they only built the prototypes because the Lorraine 40-ton tank was never accepted into French service. Okay, he's found his spot and he's going to shoot from here. It's quite a good position. It's in a dip. It's got trees around for cover. And there's some enemy in sight straight away. A CS63, the tier 10 Polish medium. Direct hit for his first shot to 90 hit points. Non-penetrating shot, but it's damage. And it's stunned the enemy. He's got a Pantera up there. That should stop any guy from coming over that hill. And it's an Object 430, Soviet tier 9 medium. He's loaded. Rounds out. That landed next to him for 192. It's tracked him in place and he is taking damage, so General Anonymous is picking up stun assist. Or damage assist, actually. Getting ready for his next shot. The strip 103B's come up and he's way too far forward. And he's almost loaded. Rounds out straight away. A big hit. He hit both of them there. The 430 and the strip both suffered. Huge mistake to get too close. And unfortunately we lost the Pantera. He got taken out by the T-54 first prototype, who moved into a position just a little behind him to actually shoot at him in the rear. And I think the guys on the hill can't deal with the T-54 because they can't look down on him. But General Anonymous is keeping the CS63 at bay for the moment, because if he does come forward, yes, he is going to get shots on that guy. The Progetto on our team's decided to come around, so's the FV4202, and I think they're going to deal with that T-54 first prototype. Yep, they've got him in sight now. Okay, he's loaded, going for the CS63. Another direct hit, 288, leaves him on only 16%. And now he's probably an easy kill, I would think, for one of the tanks up on the hill, because there's a Gorilla 15 up there. It's a tier 10 game with tier 8 tanks in it. And that gives General Anonymous quite a lot of opportunity to earn high XP, because every time he hits a tier 9 tank, he's going to earn 10% extra XP, and if he hits a tier 10 one, it's 10% more on top of that. Okay, we've got a T-54 and the Object 430 there. Here comes an M4A1 Revelarice. Near miss for 352. That's a good hit, but the Gorilla, well, I think he's in reload, and that's why he's gone in as deep as he has. And unfortunately, he's very low on hit points. He just got rammed, and he's taken out the game by the T-54, unfortunately. I think he went in too deep and just couldn't get himself out the mess. Lined up the shot in the CS63. Kills him this time. Yeah, I said he was low on hit points. He really wasn't getting engaged. He might have worked his way all the way up to getting the CS63, but he doesn't appear to have learned how to play it properly, and he wasted that tank there, I'm afraid. Maybe he should have gone in with the T-54 first prototype and the Object 430, but both of them have now died because they didn't get enough support. Well, he's firing that round in, trying to get the Striv 103B, the tier 10 Swedish tank destroyer. They're one tank down on the enemy at the moment, so it appears that they have been doing fairly well elsewhere as well. A Renegade and an Object 277 being held up by a Liberté. Now that's a tier 8 tank, but it's a tier 8 premium with a very good front plate, and it's very much like the Tiger 2. Rounds out on the Object 277. It was near miss, but it still stunned him. Now that Liberté is going to have problems in a second because of VK4502B's coming over to try and help his teammates out. In the meantime, we're looking at the Striv 103B. It's been found by our Object 430, and he's going in to harry this guy, trying to work out where to put the shell. Rounds out, this should hit, and it kills him. Unfortunately, General Anonymous has got into the habit of pulling back after he shoots, and well, that means that we miss out on some of the information that we need. The enemy Arty's in sight. Unfortunately, we lose sight of him. I think the teammate that actually spotted him was the Wizzy 111 GFT, who's just on the outskirts of their town. Oh, there's their end of the map. The Object 277 is now one shot. Unfortunately, we just lost the Liberté, but they lost the 4502B. And there goes the 277. A nice splash kill. Kills him, takes him out of the game, but we're still one tank down on the enemy. I think we're about to be two tanks down because that phase 1 is going to move itself into a position. He's trying to kill a T95, but there's also a Wizzy 111 Model 5A there as well. And a Young Tiger has arrived at our cap, and our FB4202 does have the speed to get behind him. And now he's been tracked by General Anonymous, and the FB4202 can now go to town, isolate his drive wheel, track him, hold him still. Oh, the FB4202 gets taken out by the enemy Arty. That's unfortunate. He could have killed that guy, but he is a one shot, and General Anonymous is almost loaded. Rounds out. Yeah, that's a kill. Unfortunately, there's only 3 left on their team now, facing 6 opponents, outnumbered 2-1. And that AE phase 1 lost half his hit points. The T95 is still alive, so is the Model 5A. And I don't think he's got much longer to live, that AE phase 1. Going after the T95. Yeah, the phase 1's died. He fires one in at the T95. We don't get any results from that one because he pulls away and we don't see what happens to the shell. Yeah, don't pull away, because if you pull away, you see, you're not giving us the information we need to see exactly if you hit the enemy or not. Now, I know some people can accidentally hit the wrong key when they're trying to fire, and they hit their key and it resets their view and they go back to the vehicle that just fired the shell. That happens to me on occasion, but I do work at trying to stop it because you need to see what happens to the shell. He fires at the strip and we see that shell hit the target, so we now know that he definitely hit that one, but he's now all alone. All his teammates have been killed. He's got 4 kills so far, but the enemy's going to be heading this way very shortly. And in order for him to get a sight of the enemy, he needs to move. And here they come. It's a Wizzy 111 and he gets the first shot. And that's the end of the game. So sadly it's a loss, but it was a very good loss because 3.5k of actual damage and 1.5k of some stun assists. Let's have a look and see what the end of battle results are. Well, it's an ace tank of a General Anonymous in the Lorraine 155 Mini 51. It's not just any old ace. This is his first ace in this vehicle. He's got the scrolls underneath. He got a fighter badge for getting at least 5 critical hits in this one. He managed to get 15. He also managed to get, a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 kills exactly. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 15. And he got a Gore's medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And his win rate from the battle was 6,760, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the Wizzy 111 Model 5A. He got 5,531 hit points of damage. And the next high score after that was General Anonymous with 3,907. He anonymized himself on this occasion and, of course, picked up that Gore's medal. And when it came to the next high scorer, that was the Object 277 on the enemy team, 3,513. But that was one of the tanks that General Anonymous killed. When it came to kills, he was joint top with the Wizzy 111 Model 5A. Both had 4 kills each, 2 kills to the Progetto and the Object 277 Jagdtiger and T-54 first prototype. And when it came to base XP, it was the 5A who did the best with 1,080, 904 went to the T25 Pilot 1, 886 went to the 277, and I'm afraid General Anonymous, well, he got the highest on his team with 746, but he's a little way down the table, so he's actually in 6th place overall on XP. He fired 15 rounds in the game, got 8 direct hits, 1 penetration, 15 splash, damage of 3,907 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He received 1 hit, it was a penetration, yes, it was a fatal shot, I'm afraid, and damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 4, and did 252 hit points of damage assistance, and 1,391 hit points of stun assist off 12 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 49,871 credits, and for courageous resistance, got 5,111 hit points, credits rather, and that brought up a total of 54,981 credits altogether. And after repair and ammunition resupply, he still took home a profit of 28,263 credits. He received 1,119 XP, got 625 for courageous resistance, and took away 1,744 experience points altogether. So a pretty solid battle. He did his best. Unfortunately, his teammates just weren't up to it, and they made some critical errors, and so did the enemy during that battle, and that's how he managed to get a nice amount of damage as well as a number of kills. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough, and there was not a lot he could do really after it. It was either, drive directly south and go straight into the face of that Striv 103B, or head towards the enemy and to the near the cap area and meet that Wizzy 111 Model 5A, and that's what actually happened. So nice game, but sadly a loss. So I'm sure he'll be sending me a replay where he actually gets a win in this Arty. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thanks for watching.